What is up, fam? How are we doing? I'm being called to read a little differently today, so I've pulled some cards already. Yeah, if you clicked on this video, it's because someone, something, your higher self wanted you to hear something in here. I feel like there's been a message that's been wanting to come through for the past few days, like some big message, because there's been this urge to read, but I haven't really been reading. Yeah, so I've also had this like kind of depression cloud hanging over me the past couple of weeks, and maybe reading through this will help us to shift and clear out that energy. So this is a collective reading, so to make it more personalized for you, I encourage you to grab a piece of paper and or a notebook, something to write with, or you can use the comments down below as a little notebook and write down whatever comes to mind for you. Just take notes, and then after the video's over, you can go through and write down what it made you think of or just how you felt overall. Pretty much anything, yeah. Be a smart consumer. That's actually something. I watched a video recently of a girl talking about how we should be taking notes on the things that we consume, just so that we can process the information that we're intaking, right? We often intake a lot of data within a singular day because, like, the internet, especially like TikTok, you just scroll and scroll and scroll, and like, are you even aware of what you're consuming, kind of thing. So I invite you to pause this video if you need to at certain points if you want to write something down, just to make it more personalized to you, because there are things in here that may not be for you and they may be for somebody else. So I think writing down the things that spark your curiosity is what is going to be for you. Right, so immediately looking at this spread that I have here, I have 8 cards laid out, 2 from each different deck, and then 2 oracle cards from 2 different decks. So I'm seeing a lot of orange. As far as timing goes, this could be during like fall or even spring. I'm hearing spring too, the oranges and lemons and flowers. There's a lot to do with love here, but I'm thinking, because of the way that I read, this is about self-love. So loving yourself. We have a couple major arcana here, but they're in the reversal. So we have the Hanged Man in reverse, we have the Tower in reverse, and we have the Devil in reverse. And this is making me think that we've shifted, right? We've shifted our perspective. We're no longer stuck in this. We're no longer stuck, right? And I have this Strengths card right underneath this Tower card also, which also leads me to believe that you're the type of person who gains a lot of strength or has a lot of strength in transition phases of your life. All right, so transition periods are like, they're easy for you because you've been through so many of them. And then also underneath the Lovers, we have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about giving. It's making me think of being in a relationship that is both giving and receiving. I'm also hearing be cautious of giving too much of yourself. Right? We need balance. He's holding a balance. So only give what you can. If you have an excess of something, then obviously give it. Before I started this message too, I was hearing clear out clear out some clutter, clear your space, make room for new. We also have the heart chakra coming out underneath the reverse devil card. So I'm hearing that you're no longer being held down. You're giving your love freely, right? You have so much love to give, you give it freely, and you're comfortable giving it. You don't feel like you're being tied down, you don't feel like you're being confined. You're able to see relationships in a new light. We also have the Knight of Wands. And in this deck, the knights, they don't have horses. So I'm hearing that you're more grounded, right? And especially this is underneath the Hanged Man in reverse. So you're no longer stuck in some kind of situation, and you're more grounded in the way that you interact in your relationships. I'm hearing beauty. Beauty is strength. It could even, like, not like feminine beauty, but also masculine beauty. Beauty is a gender neutral term here. I'm seeing, is this a dog? There's a dog and an, oh no, they're both otters. I'm also seeing a bridge here. So that also signifies transition. Sixes could be significant. You could be seeing 666, which is a number of harmony. Let me analyze some of these Japanese. It might take me a little bit to analyze. Feel free to skip past the quiet parts. Feelings. I haven't been studying my kanji. Our classes ended last week. I'm hearing take a chance. Take a chance on something new. You have this new perspective and this ability to ground yourself in these tumultuous or transition periods. They might not even be tumultuous, but in the past, I'm hearing in the past, the transition periods that you went through were kind of chaotic and disruptive, but moving forward, they're going to be easier because of your ability to overcome the transitions that you did in the past. The transitions that are coming into your life now at this time are easier for you to navigate because you've already experienced sort of like the chaotic side of it. Right? You have a new strength. We're gonna pull some of these guys. Oh, thank you. To be free from desire, you must understand the meaning of enough. I actually want to place this here. To be free from desire, you must understand the meaning of enough. Thank you. And compassion is the feeling that you want to do something to alleviate somebody else's pain. Okay. So this giving back to someone. Feeling grateful for the experiences that you've had, feeling grateful for the people that are in your life. Compassion. Perhaps there's another person who you want to help, because you've experienced this change or this transition. There's a person who's also experiencing some kind of change or transition, and you want to help them through it. You want to like hold their hand and guide them. But I'm hearing, be cautious not to overextend yourself. Right? You have to know when enough is enough. You have to know when it's time to step back. You can help them. There's the saying, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. So you can take your friend by the hand and help them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can lead by example also. So here we see this otter's drinking from the water and this one is not, but he's watching him, right? So we can take our friend to the water and we can drink the water and show our friend, hey, this water is safe to drink. But we can't force our friend to drink the water. You can't just like shove your friend's head in the water, right? Because then your friend might not like you very much for that. But so we have to lead by example. All right, I'm feeling this energy clearing out. And what do I mean by lead by example? Let's pull some self-care cards. How can we lead by example? Oh, thank you. Calm. Action. These have similar color scheme to it, like that. Calm action. So a breakdown is often followed by a breakthrough. Remain calm. And baby steps are still steps, and they're better than standing still. So each step of the way, each step over the bridge through your transition, there's also stairs here. Each step of the way, you have to remain calm, stand in your power, right? Like, he's calm, he's poised, he's excited. He's excited for the new adventures that are above in this higher state of mind, right? And we also have this mind card here. You are the master of your inner world, and you decide how the outer world affects you. Cultivate a calm inner state. So I also just saw the elevate card. So we're in a state where we're elevating right now. We're shifting from one timeline into the next, right? From the chaotic timeline to the calm timeline. And because you've already experienced the chaotic timeline where you've had these breakdowns, right? We're shifting into this calm timeline where we'll be relaxed and we'll be able to move through life with ease. I'm seeing these little fishies here in the Hanged Man reverse. So we're no longer tied somewhere. We're letting go, we're being released. or being allowed to walk through the door with ease and grace, through compassion and calm and gratitude. Our heart chakra is being activated at this time. Thank you. Love people, love them with all your heart. Just to be sure, love yourself first. So yeah, this isn't, it's universal love. It's love for the self, but also love, okay. We have time and decision, and listen to feelings. Time spent worrying is time spent. Sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. Sometimes we just have to sit and listen. Listen to how you feel. Listen to yourself. And if you're worrying, listen to that too. What are you worrying about? What is there to worry about? Trust that everything is provided to you at the exact right time that it needs to be. At the exact right time that you need it. Take time to slow down, right? We don't always have to be moving so quickly through these phases either. I always say the only time we have is now, right? So even though we're going through we're taking steps and we're crossing bridges and we're going through doors or tunnels or whatever, you're still in this one moment. And so it's important to accept yourself at each stage. Accept who you are now. Accept who you had to be to get to where you are now. And accept who you want to become. Right? They all exist at this one moment. And you get to choose who you want to be. You can choose the way that you react to the situations that are being presented to you. So you can continue to choose the way that you used to react to the chaotic timeline, or you can choose to not react, right? No decision is still a decision. Sometimes the best decision is no decision. So if somebody says something to you that makes you feel a way that you used to feel, maybe the best course of action is no action. Just sit in that feeling. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Right? That's the shadow that's coming up. So we ask the shadow. We ask, why is this ruffling your feathers, right? And then listen. Listen to it. And that's how we work through these feelings of discomfort. That's how we arrive at a state of calm. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull some but taking it personally, it's not always about you. Oh, I was hearing stuff about the farmer's market. Farmer's market, eating healthy could be a sign for somebody. Allow yourself time and space to grieve. It's okay. So grieve the past. The chaotic past is past. Read a book, just a chapter is enough. Learn something new. We have manzoku, satisfaction, being satisfied. Knowing when this, enough, just a little bit goes a long way. A little bit is enough. You are enough. Who you are right now, who you were then, every part of you is enough. We have the 5th house, romance, expression, creativity, artistic pursuits, enjoyment, and pleasure. What makes you feel like you're enough? What makes you feel satisfied? What makes you enjoy your time on this earth? I am connected and aware. Guys, I can't make this up. Accept yourself as you are in this moment. Who you are is enough. God wants you to know that your angels, your spirit guides who love you unconditionally, all them guys, they want you to know that you are enough just as you are. And what you do is enough. The things that you do on a daily basis, they're enough. I just saw 2020, and when I first started this video, 1515 was on the clock. We also have, you are surrounded by people who love you unconditionally. And we also have the 10th house in career, achievements, legacy. How are you perceived? What are your ambitions or goals? How do you think you're being perceived? Are you being perceived in a way in which you want to be perceived? Or do you think you're being perceived in a certain way when in reality it's you perceiving yourself to be that way and not really the other people perceiving you to be that way? How do you want to be perceived? How do you perceive yourself? Yeah. So some questions to walk away with. And this perception is changing. People's perception of you is changing because you are changing. Your perception of the world is changing because you're changing, because of the changes that you're making, and they're good changes. Right? You're allowing yourself the space that you need to become who you are. I think that's the message. I'm extremely proud of you. You should be proud of you. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Shadow and light, my friends. See you in the next one.